Everybody, welcome back. Who's ready to build? Because I am. Wait, let me make sure my phone's over here. Harmonica, I've got all the things I need. Okay, we're ready. Hi everyone, welcome back. We're gonna build a Newcrest today. We're gonna do a base game build. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a base game gym, actually. God, please, there we go. Anyway, I'm gonna build the gym to go right here today. That's my plan, at least. So, I've been putting it off because I don't know how to build gyms. I've never been to a gym in my life, so I'm not good at this, but we're gonna get it over with so that I can say it's done. That is my plan. You know? Anyway. Naz, thank you for the 22 months, by the way. It's good to see you. But anyway, it'll be fun. It's gym time. Yeah. I'm gonna like it though. I think it'll be nice because this little area is gonna be quite cute, I think. There's like a park next door. I'm gonna put like a little sports bar kind of thing next to it eventually. So it's gonna be a cute little area, I feel like, once it's all finished. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. So that's the plan. Wonder what packs I'll be using today? Well, I'm kind of feeling like, none of them. I disabled them all, so that's my plan. Oh, did you see it, little Duca? Yeah, I recorded a video today. The video is going to be called something along the lines of, like, building with items I hate, basically. And I tried to use a bunch of things that I never use. It was kind of fun. I used, like, the cool kitchen set that I never use. I used a lot of, like, the fitness stuff pack items that I never use. It was kind of fun to, like, try and use up stuff like that. But anyway, we're gonna build a gym and also not use the fitness stuff pack items. Axoodles and Melancholy and Maddie and Kirsty and Loves Diane and McDermott and Chai and Adonia, thank you all for the subs too. Also, I don't know if you saw, but the Sims team, or the Sims announced that they're doing a base game update with some more tattoos soon. They didn't give a date, it just said like the end of March or something. But they collab with like 4 real life tattoo artists, which is pretty cool. I love that they're doing stuff like that now. I think that like is such a good way to add in more tattoos to the game. I'm like really excited about it. But anyway, it'll be fun. No, it's not for today, Hope. No, they they didn't give a specific date. They didn't like give any actual days yet. Love the tie-dye. Thanks. I made this shirt. I like it. Previously, it looked different. When I first made it, it was a white shirt with blue only on it. And then when I washed it, the whole thing turned blue. And honestly, I think it looks better like this. So, I think it turned out pretty nice. I really, like, this is a win in my humble opinion. So, it looks expensive. It wasn't. So I'm really glad that you think that. I kind of want to do more tie-dye. Maybe I'll do it soon. That would be fun for me. I don't know. Anyway. Ingrid, Paisley, Fang, and Ariana, and Leah, and Annie, and Carrie, and Carl, and Sis, and Cute Girl, and Mama, and Old Yarn. Thank you all for the subs. Carl, too, Fed, and Space, and everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, other fun, like, life update. Oh my god, wait. Pause. Hang on. Look at this picture that's featured on my phone right now. That's my featured photo that was on my homepage. Oh, snappy. That's from January 1st, 2021. Anyway, sorry. That wasn't what I was going to show you. I wanted to show you that, well, 2 things. Number 1, they started tiling in my bathroom today. Look. Very exciting. My dad took these photos because he was there, waiting for my vent hood to get delivered, actually. I couldn't go because I was too busy recording. I'm like pre-recording because I'm going to South by Southwest. I got invited to do a panel with the CEO of St. Jude and the CEO of Tiltify. I know. More on that in a second. But anyway, I'm pre-recording right now because of that. And so I couldn't be there to wait for the vent hood to get delivered. But my dad went. The other thing I wanted to show you is that like all of the wood floors are there. They're not putting them in yet. But like all of the wood floors are there. Like there's just boxes and boxes and boxes of wood floors everywhere. Doesn't look like much, but there's wood floors there. Which is very exciting. That is progress. Progress. But anyway, I'm excited. So, Dawn, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Twice the 10 gifted subs. And Nancy and Ditto and Definitely and Acid and Vexy and Louie and Gold and Moonfell and Megan and Winona and Pika and Kat and Francesca and Reba and Spook and Lucy and Mama and everybody. Thank you for the subs too. Anyway, I'm very excited because today we're going to work on building this gym, like I said. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. I'm trying not to think about it. I know I want to build a gym, but I don't know what I want it to look like because I'm not good at building gyms. Oh, but anyway, the South by Southwest panel, I'm so nervous. I'm trying to like not be dramatic, but I'm so nervous. I got like kind of a sort of last minute invite, I guess, like last Wednesday, they invited me. And they were like, hey bestie, I'm the CEO of Tiltify. He didn't say that. He didn't say the bestie part, but that, you know, part is implied. Anyway, he's like, hey bestie, I'm the CEO of Tiltify, and I'm doing a panel with Matt Pat and the CEO of St. Jude. Do you want to do it too? And I was like, oh my God. I mean, like, yeah, but anyway, so I'm gonna do it, but I'm really nervous. So I'm just gonna keep complaining about it. No, I won't complain. I'm just like, bear with me, because I'm scared. So, but anyway, it's pretty cool. I'm really excited they asked me to be a part of it. I feel very small in comparison, you know? I feel like a little girl in comparison. But I'm the CEO of lilsimsie, so hey, Nat and Steph and Jerry and Amber and Cog and Haley and Howell, thank you all for the subs. Min to the 27 months, Messy and Minnie and Beck and Too Many Flamingos and Alex and Amy and Lily and Morty and Sleepy, thank you all for the subs too. But anyway, I'm really excited. Also, Christine, thank you for the 47 months too. You may be Lil, but you are not small. Thank you, even though I am. I feel like a little girl. This is the thing, right? It's definitely like some imposter syndrome, right? Because I feel very small, even though I know, like, we raised $1 million for charity on Twitch, on my channel. Like, that's not small. But amongst the giants, such as the CEO of St. Jude, I feel like a little girl. So anyway, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I feel like I got no business talking to him. I got no business in that room. But anyway, it'll be fun. I'm really excited about it. So Mel and Miss Fish and Nay and Savannah and Honey and everybody, Charlie too. Thank you all for the subs. I'm sorry if I miss anything. Leah and Fit and Lotta Beans and Mr. and Ozzy and Onk and Covet and Courier and SJP and Watcher and Chrissy and Hot Mess Test. Thank you all for the subs too. Okay, anyway. I'm excited to do that and also to build. So I believe those are all of my life updates for you. I think we are all caught up and ready to go. So if you missed it, let me show you the map view again. I've been working for the past few months on building a bunch of base game lots to fill up Newcrest. As you can see, we've made a lot of progress. We have just 2 community lots and 2 houses left to do, and then I have to make some more sims. I've only made 2 of the households. But we're kind of like almost done building. I've been putting it off because these 2 scare me because I'm not good at community lots. The houses, piece of cake. The community lots, I'm afraid. Anyway, we have like a pool, there's a library, there's a museum, we've got a park over here already, and we're gonna put a gym and a bar eventually. We're gonna do the gym today. So it'll be fun. No restaurants? No, so Mel, this whole place is gonna be base game. The idea is that I wanted it to be like all base game lots so that all of you could really easily download them, no matter what. And like everybody could fill them into Newcrest if they need them to. We can always do like restaurants to replace like the bar or something if we want to, but I'm gonna do the base game stuff first just so that everybody can use it if they want. That's kind of the idea. But anyway, shout out Ginger, Morgan and Blair and Silver and Amy and Green Bean and Oro and Mel's and Miss Whitehead and Codex and Tin of Sardines. Thank you all for the subs too. But anyway, that's the concept, is to make them all base games so that anybody can download them. Is Origin bugging for anyone else? You know, Vanilla, I've not noticed anything unusual today, but bestie, I will say that don't worry. It's Origin. It just kind of is that way sometimes. So, Anyway. Discord was down like for a while today, and then Spotify has been down today too. So it might be just like a thing. There could just be like some issues with things going down today. So, but anyway, it is Origin though. So that, all I'll say is it's not surprising. No one is surprised by this news. So, but yeah, Spotify. I think it's back now because I'm playing it. Anyway, I was horrified that Discord would come back up and message trying to send to my friends 100 times would go through 100 times. It would be funny if that happened though, Hope. I almost said if that happened. It would be funny if that happened, Hope. No, but it didn't. It only sent through once. I know the feeling though. When Discord goes down, I feel like I've lost a piece of myself. Do you understand? Do you know what I mean? Morty, Ria, Patricia, for the hope of it all, and Haley, and Kelly, and Lissy, and Fail, thank you all for the subs. It was even more so when Dan and I were long distance, so like up until 7 months ago, because like Dan and I mostly talked on Discord, and so like when Discord would go down, I was like, whoa, where am I? Who am I supposed to talk to? I have to text people? I can't text Dan, that's weird. Like, it just, I don't know, it used to like really throw me off. But anyway, I'm gonna build a gym. I don't really have like an inspo pick or anything. I'm kind of just like mostly gonna wing it, which is maybe a mistake. I'm not sure. We'll see. But that was kind of the idea. I'm thinking like, you know, it'll be a nice gym. It's like two nice, lovely stories. Maybe this one can be medium wall height. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get like some bathrooms. I might make a fake yoga room so that you could add in a yoga setup if you wanted to, like if you had spa day. Just keep in mind, like everything's gonna be base game so that everyone can download it. Belinda, thank you for the sub, by the way. I don't know. I'm never really sure about this kind of thing. We'll put like a flat roof with some platforms or something. It'll be nice. We can make this part into a platform. Basement pool? Maybe. I didn't really think about adding a pool to this because I already have a pool in this world. I kind of didn't consider the possibility of adding a pool on this one. But that could be cool. That could be a fun touch. I don't know. We'll think about it. Just got a notification on Discord. Oh, just now? Did it just now go through? Oh, weird. Addy Sushi, thank you for the subs too. I'm so sorry. That's a weird one. Gym with a pond? Maybe. I might put like a playground in the back or something. I thought that could be kind of cool. Because that way, like, if you've got kids or something, they can, I don't know, use it. I don't think I want this to have a platform. I think I might just leave it. Can never have too many pools. That's fair enough. Really, Carly, I'll look into it. I believe you. I trust you. Purple and Jalen and Addie and everybody, thank you for the subs too. Anyway, I'm not sure how I want to do this. I'm thinking I might like put it over a little. Here's the thought process, because this whole area we can like have I'm gonna change this, but we can basically fill this whole thing in like that, you know, with like open flooring, like all down the side. And then maybe we could have, what do people put in the back of this kind of thing? Oh God, this is, look, this is gonna be a long day. I'll just tell you that much. Listen, besties, no one said this was gonna go fast. Will I bulldoze this lot 1 or 2 times? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I will. So, as long as we're like emotionally prepared for that, everything will be fine. Everything will be totally and completely fine. Okay, so I was thinking about using like big windows. I was kind of in my head envisioning, all right, this is not the vibes. But I was kind of in my head envisioning that maybe this area would be like all windows. But now I'm kind of wanting it to be a little bit wider than that. Because I kind of want it to be like the 2 wide ones. I don't know. Do you see what I mean? Is it ugly? I'm not sure. But that's kind of what I was thinking at first. Would it be better if the door was like not there and if the door was like on the side or something? Ooh. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's ugly. But like the full set of windows could be cool. That could be cool. It could be smaller than that probably. The dreaded gym, Good way of putting it. The dreaded gym. That is exactly how I feel. It is dreaded for sure. I'm so not good at building gyms. The gyms are like for sure my least favorite thing to build in The Sims 4. I just don't know how. Do you know what I mean? I'm so like not cut out for this. Okay, this will be cool. We'll get a big sign right here and we'll do it in like a fun blue color or something. I kind of wanted this to be like a, I was originally thinking I would put the sign on that, but in hindsight, what sign do you think you're gonna put on that, Kayla? Like, we don't have signs. This is the base game. You liked the purple? I mean, we could do that. We could try that. I don't know. That could be a fun color scheme. I'm not opposed to that. I've never used that swatch before. That might be interesting, actually. It is going to be just a base game gym. Yeah, that's the idea. That it'll be base game only so that anybody can download it if they want. That looks cool. Is there any more signs? I want to look in like the wall decorations. Because if I could get something big that we could center like up here, do a retro gym. All right, besties, that can be the vibe that we say we're going for, but keeping in mind that lilsimsie is the one building this, and she's not good at building community lots, so, you know, our expectations are, we're gonna keep them low. This is for my base game save file, yeah, that we're trying to rebuild Newcrest in. That's the idea. I'll probably get to the back later. I need to think about the back some more in a sec. Try debug. Yeah, we can look through some debug stuff too, for sure. We're gonna have to, I think. Let me, I guess I'll do it now. I like to avoid going into debug until later, but we might as well do it now. Okay. The thing about debug is that I, one, don't have the mod that helps organize it installed in my game right now. And two, she's scary. I kind of forget about that. Interesting. Well, let's just be on the lookout in case we see anything useful. Like a giant dinosaur. I think that we might want to keep her. I wonder if we could put like a billboard or something in the back. I mean, I don't really want to put a billboard. I don't love that. I don't like how that fits in the neighborhood. That's a different vibe that I'm going for. Never mind. Ooh, we have a bus stop. That's fun. It's a shame we don't have buses. It's a shame we're playing The Sims 4. There's actually loads of billboards. I kind of always forget this one exists. Wow. Oh, bowling! See? They teased the bowling pack long before it ever came out. What if we put this, like, in the back? Just because I want the Cow plant 1. There's no reason for me to do this. But isn't that fun? It is fun. Yeah, no, I like the idea of a parking lot in the back too. I saw people talking about that earlier. I like the idea of doing that. My only concern, I realize this is kind of dumb, but my only concern with that is like, it bothers me how there's not like a clear drive space. Like, there isn't really a spot that like your Sims would obviously drive in from. Cause it like, you know, we're playing The Sims 4. And so I'm kind of wary of doing that because it would be like right here, right? But then the lot is kind of filling up more of it. So I don't know. We can scoot this all forward a tiny bit too. Maybe. And then there's more. Yeah, there's also the whole like there isn't cars to drive thing. That's part of it too. About a basketball court. So people keep saying that, keeping in mind we're playing with just the base game, so we don't have basketball. In just the base game there is no basketball, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. Mr. Mod, Cowboy, and Joanna, and Alex, and Floyd, and Tented Ketchup, and Sadie, and Abs, and Sophia, and Sari, and Tented Ketchup again, and Bazin, and Emily, and Annie, and Corin, Hengen, Royal, and Mr. and Callie, and Sam, and Abby. Thank you all for the subs too. I'm so sorry. Yeah, basketball is from City Living, so we don't have that in the base game to use, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a City Living came with basketball. We got lots of basketball things. Like, we got the basketball court, like, decals. They added in the, what's it been called? We got, like, the basketball hoop. There's a basketball. Anyway, we might put a playground, we might put a parking lot. We can think about the back later. I'm more so looking right now for items that might be useful, like, signage-wise. Is that, like... That's floating in the ground. I think the only other version of this came from, was that Get to Work that came with that? What if we use those just for some fun? You know? Interesting signs. Interesting community lot type items. I'm just thinking, like, if you see something that might work, we'll put it down. So Gamer Jackson, it's both. There's a cheat for debug, and you have to like type in debug in the search panel. So you type in two cheats: bb.show hidden objects and then bb.show live edit objects. Interesting step stool. That's cute. And then you can search debug like this, and then you can find it. We scroll up above some of these things just to see if we can find anything else up top. We started kind of lower down, so just be on the lookout. If I post a speed below this, I'm gonna have to cut out so much. I'm gonna have to cut out so much of me just digging around in debug. Let's use the fire hydrant, that'll be cool. Maybe... Yeah, besties, I don't know. I think... I don't know. I don't know. Was that a baby? What, in debug? Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of this probably. I don't really want to use that. I might put this on the side of the building because that could be a fun addition. But this will be okay. We've got some options. What is debug exactly? Debug is like a whole set of items that are not actually items. It's like random stuff that the Sims team has used in the environment. So a lot of times you'll see like the shells of these fake houses in debug. There's like fake landscaping in debug. You might see like these palm trees aren't the same as the palm trees that are just in the game. Maybe like some of those planter boxes. They're like fake, really low poly items that they can just like fill in the background, and sometimes we have access to them. So that's what Debug is. It's quite useful. All right, I'm kind of thinking that maybe it would be fun to put a parking lot. I was a little bit anti-parking lot before, but maybe we could put a parking lot. I don't know what exactly I'm gonna do with said parking lot. Maybe I don't want to put a parking lot. No, because like I've been trying so hard with all these builds to make the whole thing be like fully functional space. You know, so maybe I shouldn't put a parking lot, because why would I like switch that up now to like a random not functional fake thing after this whole time of trying to make everything functional? We can put something for the kids back here. So keeping in mind, we can't put a basketball court. People keep suggesting that. It's base game only. I don't have the other packs installed, and basketball unfortunately came with City Living, so we don't have basketball courts. So we can't use that. Very cool idea. I also would like to put a basketball court. That would also be a first choice for me, but because of the fact that we're playing with just the base game, we don't have basketball. It could be a fun place to add in some things for the kids, though, so we can try and do something like that instead. I don't know. It'll be better this way. I think I'm gonna put some sort of... I might actually fill in this whole area. We'll do something with it. I have an interesting question. I want to see if this will work the way I want it to. Incredible, iconic. Thank you so much, game, for your help. Thank you so much. You like the idea of a parking lot? Yeah, I do too. Again, the problem with the parking lot is that it's not going to be functional, so... Oh, this is a, by the way, pro tip to get rid of the weird little pieces. Looks a lot better this way. Like, a lot better this way. Yeah. You can do that with, like, any of the fences as well, depending on what you're looking for. But, like, the other ones that have little pieces that show up, like this one, you know how it, like, does that? It only works when you're on a room, though. Like, I had to place a room down first. That'll help. I might make it one smaller, because I might put some landscaping back behind it so that there's a little bit more of a barrier between... Oh, maybe I'll put some trees back behind it. I'm just thinking, like, it'd be nice if there was a barrier between it and the neighbor's house. Because the poor neighbors have, like, their backyard just wide open. I might give them some trees to block. So that they don't have to look at it as closely, you know? That might be nice. No, I switched it by accident. Come back. Okay. Will I use that? I don't know. We'll find out. Your backyard faces a church parking lot? Yeah, a lot of people's backyards face into parking lots. It's not a bad thing, necessarily, but obviously, when possible, it's nice to put some barrier or something for the neighbors. There's gonna be kids running around playing and screaming back here. Okay, I like it. Mart and Talia and Anna and Royal and Daria and Lord and Mariah and everybody, thank you for the subs. Mart with the 5 gifted subs. Skelly and Ricky and Renee and Frog, thank you for the subs and stuff too. Okay. This could be fun. I might end up making this grass, honestly. It depends what we're doing with it, because I might put maybe some patio there, and then a lot of this can be grass for the kids. Like, wouldn't that be a nice touch? Honestly, we could, like... I don't know. I need to think about it. I need to think about it. All right, let's try and figure out the front some more, because I've been putting this off. And it doesn't look that good. So here's the deal about the front of this building. Do you think it would be better if I like made this a little bit wider like we originally had so that it was even with this piece? Like, would that be cool? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I look nice today. Thanks, Tia. I really appreciate that. That was really nice. Sunny, Charlie, Alvin, Katie, and Almond Milk and Zeus, thank you all for the subs, too. I think that could be good. We need to figure out what to put above it. We need to figure out the floor plan and stuff, too, but I feel like that makes sense. It's not unrealistic. I'm glowing? Oh, wow. I'm like, does my lighting look too bright? Is that what? Okay, so in the back, I'm probably gonna do something very similar that we did in the front. I'll probably do something just like this with the windows. Really big windows in the back. And then, aside from that, I always look so shiny. Oh. Is that because my lighting's too bright? Do I get my nails done or do I do it myself? Oh, bestie. I just peeled off all my nail polish today. No, I don't really get my nails done. I just do it myself. No, that, I didn't pay anyone to do that to my hands. No. Way to call me out, huh? Yeah, I'm trying this, like, ooh. I'm trying this new look. I think it looks really nice where I peel off my nail polish. It's this new trend, where you have, like, old nail polish on. Yeah. Pippi, Coffee, Sophia, Tuna, and Lindsay, and Willow, thank you all for the subs, too. Yeah. I pick at my hands a lot. Also at the skin around my fingers, but don't worry about that. That's worse. So, anyway, okay, so I was thinking in this front part, I wanted to make like a little front desk section. I thought it would be cute if we had, oh, I still have some CC installed. We aren't going to use any CC in this build. But I thought it would be kind of cute if we did like some sort of, I don't know, wraparound front desk. And then we can kind of like pretend that a sim is working here and, oh, maybe I want to flip that around, the angle of it. So I have to use like, no, this piece. Help. No, not that. Why can my brain not figure this out? Hang on, I need to put a piece like that. So, is that right? Why does it look like that? There, that's right. Sorry, I got it. Took me a sec, but I got to it. I think if I put maybe a little round, that's so ugly. It's too tight. The space is too tight. Like you can't actually get back to this, but maybe that's okay. Hear me out. Maybe it's a good thing that you can't actually get back to it, because then you won't have any Sims trying to use the computer. Because they can't. So you can just pretend that it's a front desk, and you can just pretend that there's someone working there, except really it's not a front desk and there's no one working there because it's The Sims 4. You know how in real life they might have like, I don't like that. They might have like, this could be like a door that opens or something. You know how that's a thing that happens in real life? Like the counter like moves. Is that ugly? Just trap a sim in there forever. Yeah, well, we can come back to that. Happy Teal Lady, Neve, and Dehydrated and Maz and Pippi, thank you all for the subs, too. I think that could be a fun idea. I like the concept. Should I put this, like, right there along the back? That could be cool, too. We could also put, like, an actual gate into it if we wanted to. Like, you could totally, you could do something like this. Obviously, I have to change the corner piece, but give me a sec. You could do something like this. And then you could have, like, an actual little tiny, thing into it. But I don't like most of them. Like, I don't think that looks good. If we size up a Debug baby, we can pretend it's the receptionist. Yeah, Christine. If we size up a Debug baby, we can pretend it's the receptionist. Wait, what if we put like a gnome though? No, this is a genuine suggestion. What if we put like this little guy and we pretend that he's the receptionist? I feel like... Stop trying to snap to that. He's trying to reach the keyboard. He can't though, because his arms are too short. I like it. I think that looks really good. All right, that's a good entrance place, I think. Oh, maybe it'll be better like this. Oh, wait a minute. You could totally actually access it like this. In hindsight, that would make a lot of sense. In hindsight, if we did it like this is way better. But the gnome can stay. The gnome can still be there. And we kind of have this like teal and pink thing going on, so maybe I'll try and make this more of a teal color instead. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the gnome as the receptionist. That's definitely staying. You have to pay someone to have access to the gym, and that you pay the gnome, so. Okay, I might do like a different sort of tile when you first come into the gym. I'm not sure what kind of tile yet, but I think it might be kind of cool if there was like something there that's different and maybe, I don't know, more interesting or something. And then, or we could do like the opposite. Basically, like this is gonna be a big open space, so it would be useful if there was something to help divide it. Okay, let's put like a little tiny bathroom downstairs. And then I was envisioning that there would be a staircase. It could be like a small, just a toilet downstairs. And then there could be a staircase up. And that staircase up, maybe I'll put like a... I didn't think this through with the placement of the windows. I was thinking I could make it like kind of a big opening. I don't know. We can think about it. We can think about it. I don't love how it looks with the windows though. But there's a lot of like open space up here, so I don't think it would be a bad thing if we had it sort of separated a tiny bit. Okay, this can be some bathrooms. I was picturing that I would put like, We might have some more bathrooms downstairs, I'm not sure, but basically I was imagining that there would be like a bathroom here. It can be gray. It's a really small area. What if we put lockers like all along the back of this? Like if there was just lockers like right when you came up, and then this is like 2 shower toilet things. And there's 2 sinks. That could work. I kind of like the idea. Right? Is the gallery offline, Chibi? Oh no. Also, Max, thank you for the 11-month resub. And Logan and Spongy and Bree and Urbino and Chelsea and Abby and Teal and Lady and Neve and Dehydrated and everybody, thank you for the subs. I hope I didn't miss anything. I'm not trying to. I'm so not trying to. Okay, that makes sense. So we don't really want to have windows here is the thing. We want to put like some sort of decorative something on the front of this, but we don't really know what that is. Unless we did like, we could try and put like some small, that's right in the middle of the bathroom. Right in the middle of where I wanted there to be a shower. Sorry about Dan. So sorry about Dan. He's just playing Dead by Daylight. So sorry about that. Was that a dinosaur? Sometimes he just, I don't even know what he's up to sometimes. I don't know. He's fine. It's just, you know, when you're, listen, I too scream when I'm streaming, but mostly when I scream, it's about, the death of my Sims. So. Does it do it off stream too? No. No. Not really. What do I put there? Why do we, the base game needs more like signage. Really badly. Supreme Freelancer Award. See, I want like something round though. No. How about a spy satellite? I don't know. Is there any like wall art that might work? Are there any like decals that might work? If it didn't have like, it's obviously a poster. It's like tacked up to the wall. We were looking in Debug earlier, Neve. We were looking in Debug earlier. That this is not the first discussion we've had about this. Believe it or not. We've had some talks already today about this one. Are there any gnome posters? Good question. See, like the poster, like this one has tape. The career reward athlete posters. Oh, wait a minute. That's an interesting idea. Where? They're big, tall, skinny. Career unlockables. These. That's actually kind of fun. But then I wonder, like, does the color of the sign work or not? Look, even the back has tape on it. That's actually kind of cool. It's like a mural or something. And it's like branded, like it's if it belongs to the gym. But then does the color of the sign have to change? That's the thing, like would it be better if it was blue instead? how does this one look? I mean, that one could work with the red. I liked the color of the sign, but I kind of like having stuff on the wall better. I loved the pink and blue, but I think I like how that looks. I think I like this. I think we can make do with that. Okay, and then we'll get basically something very similar to the front, but in the back with this thing. I guess I can make it a little bit smaller. Oh no, look what I've done. Wait. Oh no, I have to redo the whole thing. Oh god, everybody, this is painful. It's okay, we'll get there. We'll do it. It's just gonna it's just gonna take us a second. And that's okay. Give me my fence back. Look, it looks great. If I have to redo it again after this, that's fine. It looks great. Oh yeah, save. That's a good idea, Christine. Good call. Sally, Kay, and Julia, and Blue Kool-Aid, and Alex, and Kay, and Nye, and Lauren, and Lottie, and Fessy, thank you, and for all subs. Alright, that'll work. Very nice, everybody. Very, very nice. Okay, so as far as the floor plan goes, on the inside, by the way, I don't think it's gonna work with this up here, but we can try. It looks so much better. Okay, sorry. Phew, saved. Literally such an improvement. Like, that looks so much nicer. Anyway, we'll put something, like some sort of gym equipment up here. I'm not really sure what yet. And then obviously more gym equipment down here. So how do you do that? Okay, so basically, you have to have it be around a room. I'll show you up here because it's easier when it's a room. So you see how it's placed like on the room? If you delete every other one, and then you place the fence back with like the place room tool thingy, it like doesn't put the panels. You can do it with any fence like that, that has like the little pieces. Will there be a pool? I don't think there's gonna be a pool in this one, no. I'm not really sure where I would put it. And there's already a pool like in the world. I've got a pool in the world somewhere else. And so I don't really feel like there needs to be one. At least that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, we already have one, so make a short about that. I probably should, Tanya. I probably should. Okay, I wasn't gonna put a shower down here. I was just gonna do a toilet and a sink. Honestly, probably just like a simple, maybe just a pedestal sink. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Why is the ground clipping? Is it? Where? Out here? Was that what you're talking about? Maybe I'll use like the fancier toilet. Maybe I'll use this one. Something a little bit more interesting. Maybe I'll use this sink. I don't know. Why not? Why not? No, I didn't have an inspo pick or anything, Jay. I was just kind of winging it. I think it's hard to find inspo pics for community lots because a lot of times, like gyms in real life, I like to look up pictures of real life buildings when I'm looking for inspo pics. And obviously a lot of the time in real life, buildings like this are big concrete boxes, you know? So it's kind of hard to like use those as inspiration, I feel like, because they're not very nice looking. Nico and Marley and Isabella and C Cheryl and Ev and Kelly and Kirby and everybody. Thank you for the subs. I'm so sorry. Thank you all so much. But yeah, when you try and like recreate real life community lots in The Sims, it doesn't always like come across right. Okay, so I was kind of thinking about maybe building this out a tiny bit, because part of my thought process was that maybe we can make this into some sort of, okay, bye Snap. It's so funny, sometimes I'll hear him open the door and then Snap will just come like running out of the room. She does her little trot out of the room. You know, she was asking to leave. It's kind of cute. Anyway, we could try and have like some sort of small separate space, and then this could be like a room for classes. You know, like we could have this be like the room that we pretend the yoga classes are in or something. Obviously there's not actually yoga classes, it's a base game gym, but we can kind of pretend that maybe the yoga classes, if they had them, they would be in here. Right? Like, wouldn't that be nice? Oh my god, Hope, do you mind if I show them? I don't remember if you were like talking in the video or not, but do you mind if I show them? If not, it's just like Hope's cats were like licking each other. I'm gonna show you. Oh my god. Hang on. Let me pull it up. I have to scroll way back, but Hope sent a video into my mods chat yesterday that like really and truly made me want to cry. So I think you're gonna like it. When? Did I scroll past it? I did. Okay, I download. Hang on, besties. I got your back. Look at these little cats. Oh my god. Isn't that so cute? Anyway, I was like near tears last night over that one. I was really, really excited about it. No, Hope, I don't blame you. I would have cried too if my cats were doing that. So cute, so cute. Mandolin, thank you for the 23 months too. That made your day. I know, it's so cute. Okay, anyway, I like the layout of this space. I feel like this makes sense. And then we can maybe get another light. Let's line them up with the, that there. And we'll have these be centered with this. That should be plenty bright in here, I think. Okay. And then I was thinking we could maybe get like a couple of the posters up on the wall in here. I might swap them. We could get a couple of the posters right there on that wall. So you walk in and it's very like, welcome to the gym, you know? Max, Maddie, Flitzy, Randall, thanks again for the subs, everybody. But yeah, I think that looks nice. I think that makes sense. And then you've got easy access to the bathroom down here. And we'll have easy gym equipment. Maybe there could be like some seating over here, and then this will be where the gym stuff is. In case you wandered in here unknowingly, this is a gym. Yeah, you need a quick reminder. In case you entered the building without realizing you were at a gym. Gym. Please keep the gnome. Oh, Stephanie, I'm gonna. The gnome is the receptionist. Ava, Max, Maddie, thanks for the subs. Yeah, there was a ballet studio in the Sims 3 store. Yeah, there used to be a ballet studio in the Sims 3. I had that set. They gave it to me for free. I got it like, you know how they used to give you like reward codes? I got one of those as one of my thingies. So I had the ballet set. What's the gnome's name? Oh my god, good question. Chat, any opinions about the name of the gnome? Seriously, opinions are all welcome. Gnomeo? Gordon? Wait, Gordon's kind of funny. I think I like Gordon. No, that's the one I think. Gordon is good. Gordon is really good. How am I meant to do this? What if I had like a little wall right there and we put, oh, there's no vending machines in the base game. That's annoying. Should we call him Gordon? Yeah, Gordon's good. Let's do Gordon. There's like a lot of different floor coverings going on over here. We could call it like Gordon's gym. Wait. Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon. Okay. I don't know if I want to do that. I could definitely do it in there though. That could work. I might leave the wood upstairs. Indigo, School, and Isabel, and Nat, and Ava, thank you all for the subs too. Okay. Is there a person named Jim Gordon? Is that a person's name? Like from a movie? Someone said it was a Batman reference. I will say I've never seen, I don't know. Really? Yeah, I made that reference on purpose. I knew that the whole time. I knew. I was just seeing if you knew, because I knew the whole time. I've not seen many movies, so I don't really know things. Dan, why is he so loud? Anyway, I've not seen many movies, so I'm not very familiar, but no, I knew. Anyway, moving on from that, I'm gonna put, should we use like that flooring? Is that better for the bathrooms? I think that's nice. I think that could be good. Okay. Maybe there could be another set of lockers in the bathroom. Should it be like a full set of lockers? Yeah, I think that would be useful because then you come in and you can put your stuff away. And we can do like some big mirrors above these. I think that looks nice there. I kind of like it. I don't think I want the toilets to be black. I think I'd rather them be lighter. Okay. So, new problem. Should I make the... Oops, it's too low. Should I make these bathrobes like a blue color? And we can pretend that they're like the gym's official color. Using the Athlete Careers gym rugs. I kind of forget about those. Which ones do you mean? Do you mean like these guys? I wonder if we could put those like... Oh, here's a fun idea. What if we like put the gym equipment on top of them somehow? Or we like used it to break up spaces? We could at least use it downstairs. That could be a fun way to break up the area a little. But then, does it look weird that it's like a different color than this? Here's the thing, those are very similar. But one is a rug and the other is a flooring. I think it looks fine. Yeah, this could work. I think I like it. And then we could figure out like, maybe if there was like maybe if we put these on there, we could use like fancier ones maybe. Doesn't come in blue. This comes in blue. They're very different shapes of puzzles, so maybe they're different brands. Yeah, there you go. You think it looks kind of ugly? Oh. I could probably put 4. Is that too close together, though? I mean, it functions in The Sims, so that's not the question. They'll work like this. I think the 4 looks good. The question then is like, should we have, maybe all of the treadmills can be upstairs, like in front of the windows? We can do them sort of better. But like, what if the whole downstairs is like all the weights, and then upstairs are all the treadmills? I think that could work. That could be nice. I kind of like that. The question is, do you want to do them like different colors together, or do you want to do them like the 2 different piles of colors? Oh, and also the curved pieces making a circle, that does look nice. You think alternate? We can alternate them. That could be fun. Oh, there's different, people are saying 2 different things. I'm not sure what the best thing to do is with it, to be honest. Honestly, taking suggestions for the best thing to do with them, with the colors, because everyone's saying different things and I don't know. You think alternate's better? I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. Both are kind of interesting. We could do a poll. I don't really care. Martin, Laura, and Pages with the 42 months, and Emily, and Flappy, and Sophia, and Real, and Indigo, and School. Thank you all for the subs, too. You like it like this? Okay, we can keep it like this. That could be fun. Let me see about, I might put some like seating down here. Okay, that'll work. And then maybe, like we said, see, the base game gym, in Willow Creek has like, that looks really nice, by the way. I'm into it. Should I alternate these too? The base game gym in Willow Creek has like a small kitchen area, but anyway, feel free to vote if they should be alternating or like in different piles. It sounds like everyone wants them to alternate, so we can do them alternating. There's not a base game vending machine. No, Cal, that's the thing. I wish there was, but there's not. I'm kind of wondering if maybe we could put like a fridge in. If we stuck like a little fridge and then maybe like a small counter, keeping in mind the counter is going to be like blocking the window a tiny bit, which might annoy me. But if there was like a fridge and a small counter and the counter had like a coffee maker on it, maybe that would be good. So then if you wanted to come here, if you were like playing, a legacy challenge or something, you needed to come get some quick meals, you could, but then you could also come make something to drink. It's functional, and then obviously if you have packs that have vending machines, you could like replace it with vending machines. Right? I think that makes sense. What packs have vending machines? There's one from Get to Work, and there's actually a bunch in Snowy Escape. Yeah, there's no base game mini fridge. Like the spa day mini fridge could be good. Like, you know, there's lots of different options, but a trash can. Yeah, I'm gonna put trash cans around. I'm gonna put some trash cans in the bathrooms too. I was thinking about putting a trash can like in here in the bathroom. We'll have to get some trash cans outside. I mean, we have to put them everywhere, so. Don't mind me. Kayla knows a lot about the Snowy Escape vending machines. Oh yeah, unfortunately I am, me and my Sims are, very familiar with the Snowy Escape vending machines. Yes, we know them well. Right. We're well acquainted. I was thinking maybe I'd put like one of these chalkboards back here. Or it's not a chalkboard, it's like a, you know, but this kind of thing would be realistic, I think, back there. I don't know. Apple Robin, Mart, thank you for the subs, everybody. Okay, corkboard is what I meant. Okay, that could work. And then maybe we'll get some tables over here. So this room, I was originally thinking that I would put, so sort of the vibe that I wanted was yoga mats. Obviously, we don't actually have yoga mats in this game. We do in the pack, but not in the base game. So part of me is like, what if we put yoga mats? Or we could just set it up with like boxing. Because then you could actually use it. I don't know. I'm gonna think about the upstairs first because that's easier for me to worry about when I don't have all of my stuff. That is a lot of treadmills. I think boxing is a more functional use of the space, so it makes more sense probably to put the boxing. I'm gonna cover this whole wall in mirrors, I think. And then I was gonna put TVs. At least like 2 TVs up here. What am I doing? I thought we could put like 1, 2. Wouldn't that be fun? I mean, we could maybe even put 3. Is 3 too many? Is 2 better? I like the idea. Sarah and Cutie and Lorma and Little Orange and Liz, thank you for the subs, everybody. 4, 1 per treadmill. Yeah, I mean, it would be better to have 1 per treadmill, but it doesn't fit. So I'd rather do like 2 they can share. I think. I think that realistically, maybe the 2 is more practical for gameplay. Let's put speakers for music and stuff out here too. We'll have to get some more options. Yeah, it would be like kind of chaotic to have a bunch, right? I mean, again, it would be nice to have 3, but maybe 3 is okay. Maybe I like the 3. It covers the whole wall. And then 1 person doesn't get one. 1 person doesn't get one. They can just look at the mirror or something. Okay. That'll work for now. I meant to make that, change the color of that. Yeah, they can share, it's fine. It's fine. Save the game. Day and Earth and Sarah, thank you for the subs, everybody. Okay. I'm thinking I want to get like some benches or like ottomans or something kind of along this way. I don't love the look of most of the benches though. Like that is not what I'm going for. Not at all what I'm going for in here. Why is it like so stone? But then like the sofas are too sofa-y. I don't like the colors of them. No. And the benches are too benchy. And the ottomans are too fancy. Like these, that's not what we're doing. The base game options are like not good. Comfort. This one is like very much a bench. I don't know if that's weird or not. I think that's a little bit weird. There's like no in between. Why is everything so like dramatic? This one? Do you think this one would be better? I mean, we could do something like that. It's kind of... That might work. It might be okay. And we could put like a... You think this one? This one's like very much a bench. We can put that outside for sure. I'll do that somewhere out here. IRL would be super sweaty, but I think it looks good in The Sims. Well, they're plastic. You can wipe them down. We're kind of like lacking the sort of vibe that I'm going for is the problem. Like, I'm kind of looking for something a little bit more, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about though. Like, I'm kind of looking for something that's a little bit more public looking, and none of these look that way. A tall console table and like bar stools. Oh, we could put, let me hold this back. There could be like a, of course that's like clipping into the glass, but, that's interesting. The idea of there being like a long thing and then bar stools at it. We don't really have like, I don't know, we don't really have like a bar height table in the base game, but this feels like it could be okay. And maybe we could put like a plant or something. You know, a nice plant would be a great touch. I don't know. I'm trying to think about things that like might be functional for you as a player, right? Like you're trying to like kind of balance the realism of wanting things to have like realistic what would be actually in a gym, and then also the Sims part where you want it to have like you know, things that would be useful for your actual Sims. I think the couch was better. I kind of like this a little bit better. I don't want to put a fridge up here. They can come up here to eat their fridge snack. Yeah, they can just bring the snack from downstairs up here. There's too much, nope, a little bit further forward. Okay, that's better. Towels. White towels. Okay. Okay. Oh! Idea. Oh my gosh, this could be great. We could put like some towel. Does this have a white swatch? Oh my god. Oh, this game truly is unbelievable. Yeah, no, we'll do it ourselves. It only comes in pink, that's fine. We'll put some towels in the bathroom ourselves. Oh, you have to raise them up. They don't slot. Because, like, why would they? That would be ridiculous if they slotted perfectly. Like, who wants that? Okay. Let me just place some. It's fine. Oh, that's really good. You can't put them exactly right because it kind of clips. But then they're floating. So how do you win? You don't. Oh boy. Okay. That'll work. That'll be good. Nicole, Anthony, Rock, and Anna, and Emerson, and Rochelle, and Jazzy. Thank you all for the subs. Okay. Cool. I'm liking the concept. I'm kind of wondering, I don't know why you would have, like, shower stuff in here, but I kind of want to put some, just because in my head, I'm like, wouldn't it be fun if we made the bathrooms a little bit more cluttered? Does it make sense? Not sure, not really, but wouldn't it be fun to have more stuff? It's some nice communal shampoo. Okay, There's also a lot of gym equipment in here, so this will be good. Hopefully, hopefully you won't need to worry about like Sims stealing it all. New question. Where should I put these and how should I lay them out so that they're not in the way of anybody? Yeah, it could be like soap pumps. Exactly, it's like a pump that everyone can use. It's fine. I don't really want to put anything more over here. You think the 4 corners are better? But then how far out of the corner? I didn't really want to put one in the, over there, because I don't want it to be in the way of the door. Because I don't really want anyone to, die. What if I did it like that? Is choosing the lot type also base game? Yeah, you can change it into loads of lots. I only have the base game installed. There's loads that are options. I think that looks okay. And that should be enough space for your Sims to use. Like, it should be fine. Be careful not to get hit by them, though, when you're walking through. I think I'd rather have 3 because there's more, like, in case they're all taken by, like, Sims that are using them. If there's 3, then there's more options for you. Looks like lined up as this more standard punching bag layout, but staggered is a thing too. Yeah, it doesn't, I'm not that worried about it being like the most realistic looking layout. It's okay if it's a little bit abnormal from real life. I mean, it's a Sims gym, so. It'll be okay. I think it'll work. A desk in the entryway? Oh, bestie, I'm 4 steps ahead of you. We got one. This is where you come in. Okay. I want to put some music. Put an indoor pool instead of showers. Oh, you have to have showers. That's a lot requirement for a gym. You have to have showers. Okay, I'm gonna save the game quickly. Hampers in the bathroom. Oh, a hamper is a good idea. Ooh, is the space too tight for hampers in here? That would be a good spot to dump your thing. It's fine. I think the bathrooms are full. Is that a real thing? What, showers at gyms? Yeah. Yeah. Lots of people shower at the gym after they work out. Loads of people shower at the gym after they work out. That's very normal. That part makes sense. Okay. These are all the gym items. I'm thinking I want to get some music. Let's use a venue wall speaker. Maybe the pop venue wall speaker. And we'll put some around. Just so that there's lots of music playing. You know, where you're trying to hang out. Maybe we could get one over here. A couple more upstairs. Yeah, they'll play like the top 40, you know? That's what I'm picturing is happening in here. Okay. If I have just 2 showers, won't be enough. I think the 2 showers will be okay. I know we have a lot of workout equipment, but I think that the 2 showers will probably be all right. You'd kind of be surprised. Sims are kind of, smart. And by smart, I mean they don't use the equipment that's offered to them. So that's what I'm saying. They're too smart to shower. Yeah, I think 2 will be fine for the Sims though. We could always maybe swap this into a shower stall, but and I guess, I mean, it's possible that it might make more sense to make like maybe in this case there would be like just 1 stall with a toilet and 2 that are shower only. Obviously then this isn't gonna work really, the locker's in the bathroom, but oh, maybe that would be good. make 4. I want to have a toilet up here. I'd like to have a toilet upstairs. But that way there's 3 showers and 2 toilets. And I think that would be good for the Sims. I think that that might work for them. Put this over here maybe? And there's a toilet downstairs if you just need a bathroom. I don't really want to move the towel racks because they were annoying to place. But we could probably put a hamper in here now, which might be good, so you could dump your extra towels. Maybe we could stack a towel on top of that so it's like obvious what our intention is. I think that makes sense. That works. You want to have just one sink and replace it with lockers? I mean, we could. There's only one toilet now, but I think this is fine. There's already all these lockers outside. I like this. I think this works. Is it common for gyms to provide towels? I don't know. I mean, you might have to bring your own to a lot of places, but in this one, they have them. Because we don't have a lot of other decor options. You want all the robes on the same side? That's okay. I can do that. I had them on the opposite side on purpose, so I was trying to make them look a little bit different on purpose, but I can put them all on the same side if it bothers you. If it's a luxury gym, they might have one. They might like let you use their robes too. Okay. I speak as a person who has never been to a gym. I'm just reading out people's messages in chat, so. Don't get it twisted. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking like I do, but I don't, so. I'm just reading things that I'm seeing in the chat. I'm like, yeah, that sounds right. Down Felony and Vix and Frozen Curly and Emo and Nicole and Anthony, thank you all for the subs. Okay. I think this is working out pretty nicely though. I like it. I'd like to get something down here. I think it would be nice to have some items right here in this area. I'm not really sure what those items might be. I don't know. Should we do something like that? I don't love the blue floor anymore if I use that. Maybe there could be like another one of these cork boards. Like a different one. And for some reason a sink. Wash your hands, kids. Wash your hands, kids. Trophy? Oh, we do have trophies. Wait. Where could I put this trophy case? Maybe hang on. Maybe I'll put this poster over here and we could get a trophy case on this wall. I think that's kind of cool. We could put it behind the desk instead, but I kind of like the idea of it being like right here. And then you could fill up your water bottle over here or something, you know? Like this is a useful thing. Useful, functional, good spot. Maybe I'll just put a plant on it or something. I'm not sure where. Maybe there could be a plant in this corner. And then a little plant in this corner. I think that looks nice. Put a frog there? We could. Soap? We could put some soap and paper towels, maybe. That could be funny. Soap. Paper towel, please. That'll do. Okay, let's just sneak this over here. And then I'll sneak this over here. Okay, scoot it a tiny bit more. You don't like the blue counters? I like the blue counters. Don't be rude. I think that works. I think that makes sense. It's simple. Milk and Boobo and Flora, thank you for the subs too. Yeah, we don't have water fountains in this game. I mean, here's the thing. People keep saying, like, do you have water fountains? Or like, what if you put a water fountain? We should have water fountains in the Sims. Think about this for a second. I say it with love, but like, honestly, besties, imagine if they had water fountains. Think how annoying Sims already are when it comes to like stopping what they're doing to get random drinks. Now imagine they have a water fountain. It's even worse. It would be so annoying. They would go to it constantly. They would never stop. They would be so hydrated. No, it would not be good. It wouldn't be good. Good in theory, maybe not the best in practice. We want less features in The Sims 4. When you put it like that, it sounds bad, Hope. Okay, I like this. I think this makes sense. I'm not gonna paint the walls yet because that stresses me out. Instead, what I'm gonna do is work on the outside. Instead, I'm gonna go to the outside and add in some landscaping. Am I putting anything underneath the stairs? No, I haven't decided yet. Should I put something underneath the stairs? Oh yeah. Will I? We don't know yet. Ooh, maybe I should do that instead. Maybe the gnome's bedroom. Oh, that would be good. Oh, I like that actually. Do the chairs orange and blue to match? The orange is kind of a different vibe. Well, maybe we could do it. We could do them both orange to like add it. There's a lot of blue in the building. No, we could do them separate orange and blue. I don't know. Oh yeah, I can't put a fish tank. I only have the base game installed. We're trying to do just base game. So we don't have any, anything like the fish tanks or anything like that that we could add, unfortunately. It would be fun if we did, but we don't. A pool. We could put a pool underneath the stairs. Right, that's an idea. No, what if we put some lockers back there? I think that would be a good use of the space. We have a fridge already. We do have a fridge. Okay. You think ceiling fans? Isn't the only base game ceiling fan kind of ugly? This one gives off major Florida vibes. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't. I can't. I just can't. Is she going to paint the walls? Bestie, I always paint the walls last. People, I get asked this question every time. I guess they aren't asking me, they're asking chat. But every time, it's something along the lines of like, is she gonna paint the wall? Like, does she know she hasn't painted the walls? People get so concerned when I haven't painted the walls. It's kind of cute. Okay. Anyway, I was thinking about putting some of these big posters upstairs. But yeah, I usually do it last. I know it's distressing. I'm sorry. That could work. Anyway, I personally am anti-wall paint, so can't paint the walls. Sorry. Could you imagine? I don't agree with paint. Anyway, I usually do it last because I don't like a lot of the wall options in The Sims 4, so I tend to try and put it off so that the walls don't make me feel limited in my choices of what I'm gonna decorate with. Okay, trash can will be useful right there. Okay. Honestly, I think this is coming along really well. I might just get a couple more plants, like one right there in the corner. I'm trying to think if there's anything that might be useful. And then I'm wondering, should we put, that's way too big for the kids, never mind. I was like, should we put that for the kids? No. It's too much. I think it's too much. But you know what we can and should do probably is put some benches out here. We can put some monkey bars for the kids maybe. And honestly, here's what I'm thinking. I might actually not put those in this. I might just put the trees by themselves. I do think I want to put some bushes back here. Here's my thought process, right? Like, because people live right here, I'm kind of trying to like put some buffer in between the house and the gym, so that the people that live there don't have to like, well, hopefully have to hear less of the kids playing outside and everything. So if we get some buffer back there, hopefully it'll help them. It's like privacy landscaping, yeah. I wish that we had city living installed so I could put the basketball court. No, everyone keeps saying pool, but I'm not sure there's enough space for a pool. I don't really want to like fill in the whole thing with a lap pool. I mean, we could, but I kind of would rather it wasn't a pool. What do you think? Do you actually think that's better? I'm not sure. You can make it thinner. Yeah, but if I made it thinner, it's gonna be really skinny. And I don't really want a pool, I don't think. The idea originally was more, I mean, that's kind of like a lap pool. The idea originally was more to put like playground equipment in the back. There's already a pool in the save, like in the world, there's a whole pool lot. There's like a Newcrest pool like lot type. So I don't know, when I come to the gym with my Sims, I don't have them swim for exercise. I'd rather there be something for kids to do so that the kids can actually like come with their parents or something, you know? I think that's more important to me. In real life, people have like daycares at gyms so they can drop the kids off, you know? So I don't even think that's like that abnormal. Anyways, it's just good to have more things for the kids to do in The Sims, you know? Kids can swim. Guys, I'm trying to let you down easy. I don't want to put a pool. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know what else to say. I don't really want to put a pool. I don't think I like these. These are just fake debug ones. I don't think it's a good spot for a pool. So Dorothy, we can't put basketball. We don't have other packs installed. Basketball unfortunately came with City Living, so we don't have the basketball courts. This is gonna be a base game only build on purpose so that like everybody can download it. And basketball came with City Living. I would love to put basketball back here. That would be like my top choice probably if we weren't doing base game only. But because it's base game, we don't have a basketball court. Okay. I'll probably change the color of that. Maybe I'll paint the walls first and then we can add on to it. Because I need to figure out the color scheme of the exterior of this building. I did want to add in this fire hydrant. And then I was going to put this little ATM thing. Let me delete the concrete underneath the trees. Ooh, those trees are not distanced correctly. So you can go over one. Come here. Thank you. All right, this will be interesting. That's a parking meter. I know, but I'm trying to pretend it's an ATM. We don't have a parking lot. It's The Sims 4. I'm trying to pretend that there's something there. I'm trying. Shh. Shh. I'm trying to pretend. We can't put the stolen ATM. You guys, think for a second. The stolen ATM is like tied up and on wheels. It's for the pretend street parking. Yeah. It's the pretend street parking. Okay. We need to figure out something for in here too. Ooh. That fills it up nicely, I think. Except for the fact that it's clipping. No, this could be good. That's actually kind of good, I think. And then maybe, what if there was like, because there's some, I guess that's kind of big. You probably wouldn't want it to be that big, but what if I put like 3 of these to sort of cover up the side? Oh, we could, what if it was like, we could place them right up against the edge. Like, I'll place them right to the edge. So it looks like there's like an end to the side of the entrance. I think that could work pretty nicely. Okay, we can put the fire hydrant down here somewhere. There's one right there, never mind. The fire hydrant should be down here, more easily accessible. Anyway, Jesse, Pusheen, Sav, Holly, Chantel, and Maroon, and Livia, and Melly, and Razzle, and Kay, and Nikachu, and Isabel, and Moon, and Kristen, and Space. Thank you all for the subs. Kodo, did I not read your sub? When did you sub? I'm caught up. I have been caught up so unless you subbed like more than like 20 minutes ago and I didn't see it, I'm really sorry. But it looks like it was a Prime sub. Did you try and refresh and see if you could play it like yourself? If not, I'm really sorry if I missed it. It's so not on purpose. Thank you for the resub. But yeah, I might have missed it, and that's not intentional. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the resub, though. Okay. Just 2 plants? I like the 3. I'm sorry. I like the 3. I like how the 3 of them looks. Okay. I don't know what to put on the rest of the walls. Raise these? You want me to put like on a platform? Do you think? Should I put this like all the way around? I don't think I want it to be there, but the question is, do I want it to be over here? I think I like it around the, oh no, I hate that. Never mind. Oh, sorry, besties, we can't. We simply cannot. Never mind, it looks weird from the outside and the inside. We have to, never mind. No trim. It doesn't look, it looks fine without it. It's fine. It's fine. Alpha, Carrie, Talia, Laura, and Jamie, and Kodo. There you go. It worked. That worked. I can see it now. Then you had to share it with Prime. It's kind of confusing. When you sub with Prime, it looks to you like you subbed, but if it's a resub, it's like giving you a chance to refresh and share a message. So I couldn't see your sub until just now, Kodo, but thank you for the resub. And Rat, thank you for the 14 months as well. Okay. No, I don't want to raise that up. I don't think I want to raise that up. I might get some benches though. But yeah, don't worry, it's not your fault. Loads of people get confused by that, because it like you think that you shared it, right? But because like to you resubbed, but then it like doesn't pop up. It's really weird. Yeah, that's not on you. That's a weird like Twitch thing that it does. Kenny, if you look in your chat filters in your settings, if it's censoring anything in chat, that's not me. My chat settings, I can't do that. So if it's censoring anything, if like when you're looking at chat, it has like little asterisks and stuff, that's actually your chat settings. If you look in your chat filters in the Twitch chat settings, you can change it. Anyway, Honey Spawn, is it your birthday? I can sing you a birthday song. Okay. I'm liking this. But yeah, it's underneath chat filters. It's kind of confusing. All right. I know I've got a family-friendly chat, but I'm not that family-friendly. I'm not gonna tell you to censor like LMAO. The chat filter does that sometimes. That was not on me. You can't blame that one on me. Okay. Maybe. Oh, the fence poles have returned. Oh, good. Wow, aren't you just really glad? Oh, it's because it's not a room anymore. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. And then we can fix it. This is probably gonna happen a lot of times today. Obviously, it's not that big of a deal. Like, if they're there, whatever. I just think it looks better without them, so. That's all. But it looks fine with them, too. The fence is just a lot prettier when they aren't there. What's that? Why? Oh, I skipped one? Oh, okay. I didn't know. I did not realize I had skipped it. All right, looks better. I miss in The Sims 3, you didn't have to do stuff like that. In The Sims 3, the little like lines only placed when you stopped drawing the fence. So like if I wanted the lines to place in The Sims 3, basically the way you would do it, you would like draw it and there'd be a line there because I stopped there. Then I could draw it and there'd be a line there because I stopped there. Otherwise the poles wouldn't just show up like randomly. The Sims 4 tries to do it like automatically. But then you can't control it and you can't like customize it at all to get them to be like in better spots for what you're building. I don't know. It's quite annoying. I miss when you had more control over it. Okay, I'm trying to think. I don't know what color I want to paint it. Yeah, they like tried to simplify the tool, but it actually just makes it more annoying when you're really familiar with the tool. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we could try and make this work with like some different variants of gray. No, that's ugly. Does this come in like a very different tones of gray there? I kind of like the blue brick though. I think that's quite interesting. In the fence settings, you decide the spawn frequency. Oh, like when you make a fence? That's so, like, when you make a fence as CC. That's really interesting. I don't know much about that, obviously. I'm not really an expert when it comes to creating CC, believe it or not. Okay, that looks good, I think. Besties, this might be nice. This, like, dark bluish gray color. Maybe. Thoughts on that? I think that's pretty good. And then I wonder, maybe we could paint like this part, the brick, again. Wait, you're not lilsimsie, famous CC creator? No, I'm actually lilsimsie attempted to make CC once. You think black windows? Do you think, here's my concern with the black windows. Love the idea of the black windows on this building, but this thing does not come in black. You know? That's my worry. I think the white will look okay. Oops, we gotta put this back. I wonder if there's any, maybe there's a different fence I'd rather use. This is like a little gray. Do you think that looks better or worse? I'll only use it around the trees. I'm just trying to think, like, does that tie in some of the brick? I think it does. I think it looks better. Then the question is, should I put it around this too? Or should we leave that as the wall? Leave it as the wall? Okay. I think it's a fun touch. I like it. I like it like that. Okay, cool. Fun. We'll get some more stuff outside. Do I want to keep the billboard? If I can make it smaller, I would. It's not really like very realistic if it's very small, but I kind of like the idea of a small billboard just because it's like a fun one. I could have the cow plant sign, and then it's not too invasive for the neighbors, you know? Always thinking about the neighbors. Yeah, these are in Debug, Laura. They're kind of cute. I quite like them. I can hear Dan singing. I always wonder what's going on his streams. Every time I'm like, I wonder what he's doing. Oh yeah, I wonder if the light messes up at nighttime. There are no lights on it. No worries. There's no lights. Nothing to worry about there, besties. It's fine. Okay, I might put a little bench. Maybe in between these would be cute. I don't know. Jules, Armadillo, Danielle. Oh my god, I just knocked my phone off. You know, Dan always complains about me because I leave things very close to the edge. Like, I'll set my phone like half off the edge of my desk, and I just almost knocked it off just then. So, nice work, Kayla. Maybe he's right. Maybe Dan is right. Don't tell him I said that, though. The benches are uneven. Are they? Anyway, I'm gonna put some lights outside. I'm gonna put some lights outside. I'm not sure where, but I'm gonna get some. Maybe if I put like, just a few of these around. I think that could be nice. Right? And then maybe something similar out here where we put like one on either side of the gate. This poster's base game. The poster is one that you unlock from the athletic career. So it's just base game. You should have it too. All right, we gotta figure out wallpaper inside, besties. We can't put it off any longer. We really should figure out the wallpaper inside. I've been avoiding it, but it's time. Oh, you're right. Maybe like, oh, hang on, sorry. I come back to avoiding it. Let's put like a pretty wall light above the poster, maybe. Why? Doesn't that have like down lighting? Or has up lighting? No. It just glitches when it's up there. Okay. Okay. What about this? Putting it like over there is actually probably best for it. But then, should I get rid of this then? What if I put them on like each corner of the sign so it looks like it's more intentional for this sign, but really it's to light up the poster. Maybe? I feel like that kind of works. And we could try and do some like uplighting on the trees maybe as well. Well, I'm lighting up the thing the trees are in. Oh, I want this to work better. It just like... Should I just put it like fully in the... Sims lighting is bad. Like the lighting that options that we have are like actually not good. Okay. This could work for now. Straight under the stump. You want me to put it like closer up to it? Like that? Because even that doesn't really light it up. Unfortunately, even that doesn't really make a difference. Okay, anyway. That'll be fine. I'm just trying to think about other things that we might want. Like, in the back, we have a bench, but like, would it be better if I put like 2 patio tables? Like, would that be more fun? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe if we put like... Then your kids can do their homework out here. It's perfect. Nice tables. I don't know how, what color I want them to be, but... Gyms don't really have patio tables with umbrellas. Panthros, gyms don't really have Sims at them either. We're playing The Sims 4. We're trying to think about what's reasonable for both The Sims and a gym, okay? One step at a time. We can do things that are a little bit abnormal. You might not find a grill at a gym either, but maybe I'll put one just because then your Sims have a place they can cook something if you're trying to play a legacy challenge and you don't have a house yet or something, you know? This is the thing. It doesn't have to be like perfectly realistic all the time. We just want to have some options. Okay. Maybe I'll put this little thingy right here. Besties, I wasn't trying to snap, by the way. And I also don't think that I snapped. I was just... It's okay if things are not perfectly realistic, is what I'm trying to say. You don't like the umbrellas? We can pick different umbrellas if you really don't like them. I don't mind. We don't have to have umbrellas either. I mean, like... We're just trying to think about tables. Like, just the idea being that it would be nice if there were some tables out here. Because, again, then if your Sims wanted to come visit, they might be able to use them to cook or something. Like, that's my entire thought process. It's not that deep. I'm not that attached. But yeah, I think the tables would be helpful, like, gameplay-wise, though. So... I would like to use them. But anyway, then, because we're kind of making like a little kids section out here, then like the kids would actually have a spot they could sit too, which would be good. Do gyms have playground equipment in the back? Probably not. I don't know. Never been to one that does. I haven't been to a gym ever. But it's also still useful for the Sims, so... That's the idea, besties. We aren't that worried about it being perfectly realistic. You think picnic tables? Oh, we could put like 1 picnic table, actually. That might make more sense. Or we could put like a couple picnic tables in the back, like over here. Huh. I don't know. The grill, LOL. See, they're doing it again. People, every time I put a grill on a community lot, people get all nitpicky and weird. They're like, why would there be a grill there at the library? Well, we're playing The Sims. And in The Sims, if you play like me, you do a lot of legacy challenges and your Sims don't have kitchens in the beginning. So the grill is so that you can cook or so you can steal food somebody else cooked. You can complain all you want, but if you're ever playing a legacy, you're gonna be glad you had something like this. I'm serious. It's a realistic, useful Sims item. Maybe I don't want 2 picnic tables, maybe just 1. Anyway, your Sims need to eat. It'll be useful. Bob Pancakes is gonna walk up and he's gonna start grilling things all the time, and then you're gonna be like, wow, this is great because I can steal his food. Anyway, is it the most realistic? Would you personally go grill at the back of your gym? Probably not, but it works in The Sims. It works in The Sims. Maybe you've been sitting out here doing your homework. Okay. I like the gray. That's fine. Maybe I'll rotate it the other direction. Well, actually, maybe I will put it over here. I'm just trying to think about this, like, realistically, what would be the most useful for me personally when I'm playing. And I think that a table would be good. Like, I think I would probably get good use out of this. And again, like, if you bring your kid here, they can, like, sit there and do their homework or something. Like, it's just gonna be functional in that way. But then, what goes over here? I don't know. I don't know. Swing? We don't have swings. We're playing with just the base game, unfortunately, so we don't have any swings. Kiddie pools aren't base game either. Fake sand pit? People have been mentioning the fake sand pit. I actually don't hate that idea. What the heck? Why won't it place? It's a room? Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can't place fences in it, does it? I should still be able to place fences in the room. These are rooms. Can't do a room in a room? Yeah, but it would just make a new room. I don't think that makes much sense, game. I won't lie. I'm not really with you on that one. I wonder if I could place it somewhere else and then put it in. And also, this isn't a... I don't know. I also should be able to build, like, a singular fence. It doesn't make much sense that I can't. Can't move standalone fences into rooms. Okay, whatever. No, you don't get a sand pit. Unfortunately, we're not doing sand pit. That doesn't make any sense. I really am confused by why that's happening and like why that matters. But whatever. Okay, game. If it makes you feel better, that's fine. Whatever you say, bestie. Whatever you say. What did Christine say? Toddler toys? We could put just some toddler toys down. That could be kind of fun. I'm thinking about trying to get some more small landscaping out here too. Little flower plants. Little tiny flower plants. Okay, that could work. Just something simple. And then maybe... yoga. So here's what okay, the yoga mat thing is a good idea. I was trying to put a yoga room inside. I was gonna do like fake ones. Basically like, because we are playing with just the base game. We don't have yoga mats, obviously, in the base game. And so the idea was like, oh, we could just put like some fake yoga mats, and then, you know, you could pretend you could place yoga mats down for real if you have spa day. But I don't know, it's kind of weird. We tried the sand pit already, and we don't have toddler slides because we are playing with just the base game. So all sincerely good ideas, my friends, but unfortunately we have to keep in mind it's just the base game. I don't know what, I mean, I guess we could just put like some kids stuff down like we talked about. I want to put a fence like around a sand pit. I don't really feel comfortable putting like just a sand pit down without a fence around it, but it doesn't work. Like, it would be cute if we could... Oh, jeez. It would be cute if we could do it, but like... Oops. Now I'm wondering if I could do it and then put like a debug item like surrounding all the edges. Like if we put swings, we can't do swings. Swings come with seasons and island living. There's no base game swing. Anyway, did you already try half walls? They can't walk over them though, unfortunately. So maybe, I mean, the half wall's like, well, one, I didn't put it in a wall space. Yes, Taylor, we already tried building it outside of it. We already tried building it outside of it. Besties, the fence is not gonna work. Trust me, it's not worth continuing to stress over. Just stop thinking about the fence. Just stop thinking about the fence. It won't make a difference. Well, maybe I could instead just make like a silly little goofy walkway. And then maybe then I'd be happy. Hang on. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make a silly little goofy walkway. I'm just gonna fill it up with something. And then call it a day. Should I do 2 squares down here? Silly little goofy walkway. That's my idea. That is what I present to you all on this day. I don't know what else I can come up with, but we're gonna do that. And then I can put this next to it. And then we can maybe give the kids some toys on the ground next to it over here. And that is what you get at the gym. I think that makes sense. I feel like this is the best I can do. Okay, I'll redo this. We could put a little bench down here too. And then we can give them a door to exit. Yeah? Okay. Sure. Oops, no. Cool. Besties, I was obviously gonna put a fence gate at the end of the path Do you think so little of me? Why would I put a fence all the way to nothing? Why would I make this whole path for it to just walk up to the end of the fence? Of course I was gonna put a fence gate. What do you mean? Vampire, Laura and Adora, Lil Nora, Marmar and Drew and Kelly and Chris and Katie and Shelly and Lizzie and Kat and Lil Birdie and Sophia. Thank you all for the subs too. I think that makes sense. I think this could work. Maybe I'll put the grill like closer to the door, and then I'll put these things in here so that it's a little bit like further out and more interesting. They think I'm EA or something. Oh no. No, don't worry. I'm not like them. I don't put walkways to nothing. Don't worry. Maybe I'll make it like a light blue. That could be cute. Yeah, I'm built different. I actually have toilets in my builds. So, not to brag, but my builds come with bathrooms. Do I want to have this be... Alright. Now for the dumb part that stresses me out. I have to pick out what I want to put on the walls. I'm never really sure like what exactly I'm going for with this kind of thing. I do think that having like an accent wall like this one could be a nice touch. Like that might be fun. And it's kind of pretty. We can have like a small bit of the brick over here. Or we could have like this be mostly the accent walls. I don't know. That could work. Maybe... Honestly, we could probably use like some of this darker color as a small accent wall as well. In some areas. Did you like the brick back there? I mean, we could put it back, but I'm not sure. I don't really, that does not match or look nice. So it has to be something that kind of like blends okay with the flooring and the... Hey, Molly, thanks for the 28 months, by the way. And Lil Mackie and Stitch and Soft Vampire, thank you all for the subs, too. Okay. I think a fun, bright accent color would look nice. I think so, too. We just need to make sure we put it, like, strategically so it's not, I don't know, like, too in the way of things. Like, we need it to not look... Like, it would look weird if it was clashing up against this. Is kind of what I mean. Like, it would look odd up against that counter, so... We have to get something we can put... better. Like, we could put it behind these windows. That could be cool. We could put it in here as well. And then, oh, I guess that means this whole wall has to be the bright color. Do we like that? We can get some more lights up here. So it's a little bit brighter. All right, maybe we could put this back over here instead of the dark color. Maybe, just maybe. No, the speaker, unfortunately, the color of the stripe doesn't change. It's just the color of the sides. Purple with the tier 2 21 months, and Katie and Allie and Molly, thank you all for the subs too. I think that's pretty fun. I kind of like it. I don't love this poster being right there. I feel like it looks weird when you look at the wall as a whole. Like, you think even the speaker being there looks kind of odd with the wall as a whole. Maybe I'll put it there instead. I almost feel like I should leave the wall and, like, let it be. But then, where do we put my little poster? I don't know. We could put the little poster right here. That's the, like, actual size it's supposed to be, so... We could put a couple little posters. Ooh, that kind of works. Is there anything more orange? Maybe that's better. Okay. I don't know. Maybe, is that too much with this? I don't know. I also feel like maybe this wall should just be white or like a light gray or whatever, just because then it's not like too busy. I'm worried about it being too busy. I mean, well, hang on. We could always swap it out so that we switch the sides. Like maybe this could be the white wall. And then the blue wall can be this one. Might clash a little bit less. I don't know. We also have options for the orange, but I think that's even a little bit too much. I'm just trying to have like some slight additions of wall color. Nothing that's too offensive. Just some small little touches. Maybe this could be like a tile too. Whatever sort of tile we end up putting in the bathrooms could be nice behind this. Or like a brick or something. Painted, maybe? Oh, that could be a nice touch right there. Oh, I actually like that a lot. Okay. Do I want the blue to go behind this? Is that too odd with the color of the... Like, does that clash too much? Or does it look okay? No, it looks fine? Okay, good. Good. I think I like the colors of the inside. Make sure I didn't paint anything on the outside by accident. We can definitely have some of the blue in the bathroom, too. That could be a fun little accent. And then we'll get, like... I don't know. I mean... Tile would be nice. Like, I'm not sure what kind. I don't know what to add. I'm not sure, like, what's ugly and what's not. That's kind of ugly. Maybe a darker tile, but even then, like, we don't have a lot of... Ooh. Do you think that looks okay? Like the combo? Maybe I should change the color of the doors. I think that works. It's kind of odd, but like maybe almost in a good way. I don't want to make the whole thing's brick. That's the thing. I don't want to like paint like all the walls brick in the back. Like that's kind of weird, I think. So this could work. We could probably get a slight brick accent. Maybe we could put like brick on this wall. That could be a fun touch. Maybe I'll put brick on this wall too. Just for a little bit of pizzazz. Maybe I'll paint... that's weird. No. I think this is okay. Maybe I'll get like a little plant in here. Just a couple like extra things. Slight extra vibes, you know? Just a couple more options. Kenzie, I'm just playing the Sims 2 soundtrack in the background. I'm literally playing the Sims 2 soundtrack on Spotify right now. I'm not playing it from my game or anything. It's literally playing on Spotify. Never and Sue and Snowy with the Dear 222 months and Decca and Purple. Everybody, thank you for the subs and stuff. I might put some posters. Like I put this poster in here. I might put another one. Yeah, Spotify came back like right in time for the stream. Thank you, Spotify, for that. Greatly appreciated. Maybe we could put a little poster in this bathroom. I don't know. Something that adds a little bit extra. Yeah, Leonie, we're gonna stream at 9 p.m. I'm gonna stream twice today. I'm streaming now, obviously, and then later today, I'm streaming again. I'm gonna get off stream at 7 and then, like, eat dinner. And then come back at 9, because we're playing Animal Crossing with my friend Steve. Steven Spawn was like, hey, bestie, I really want to play Animal Crossing. Like, do you want to play together? And to which I was like, yeah, yes. So we're going to play Animal Crossing together with Steve. It'll be fun. He's never played before. He doesn't know, like, anything about Animal Crossing. He's a complete noob. He doesn't know anything about the villagers. Like, I've showed him a few villagers that are my favorites, but, like, otherwise he does not know what to expect at all, which should be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Steve, by the way, you might remember Steve. He's the COO of Able Gamers, so if you might recognize him from, like, the events that we've done for Able Gamers and stuff. He usually hangs out in the stream and things. But we're gonna hang out with him tonight on stream. I'm very excited. Did he like Freckles? I didn't show him Freckles. I was showing him some, like, scarier villagers. I showed him, like, Camo Frog and, and some like that. The misaligned stone. Oh, this is, like, slightly off. Is that what you mean? Yes, that is bothersome. I apologize. Anyway, there's a link to his channel in the chat if you want to go follow him. But he usually streams later than I do, so we're kind of doing it at his stream time. And he knows about Pietro too, of course, right? Right, exactly. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. So, sorry about Dan again. So sorry about that, besties. I don't know what else we need. I probably should change the roof a little. I don't know what texture to put on the roof. Maybe if the roof were like, I don't know. And then if we could get like some pipes and stuff. Maybe the AC unit is down here off this one. I don't know, I'm just like, how far apart will your offices be? Dan and I's offices are a lot farther apart in the new house. Bathroom floor doesn't match anymore. Does it need to be white? No, this is the same. Nope, it's still the same. No, you can't play Animal Crossing on PC. You actually, you can only play it on the Switch, and I have a capture card. That is how I hook it up so I can stream it for you all. But yeah, you can't play it on PC. It's Switch only. Do we like this? I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll put like one last thing. Maybe I will put this like raised up, sort of like pretending that it's on the wall. Oh. Okay, sort of like, you know, pretending it's on the wall and hopefully not clipping into the wall. Does that work? Is it floating? Is it not actually? Oh, it is. It's not even touching the wall. Okay. That's too close. So if we just like... Okay. I think that's good. There you go. Not floating. Attached to the wall. Nice. I actually quite like this. Is there anything else that we think we should add? Like small details anywhere or anything? I'm just kind of looking around thinking, is there any like other small... Well, let's look at the music. Okay, so there's music playing here. So we've got music upstairs. There's music playing here by the entrance. There's more music playing over here by the kitchen. We've got... Let me change the color of this sign. That's better. We've got music playing in here. Music playing in here. So there's music everywhere. I guess we have like some small decor outside. We maybe could put an outdoor speaker. Do you think I need one? Where would it look odd anywhere? I'm not sure about the outdoor speaker. Yeah, you can size the speakers down and they still function. Do you think I should? Yeah, maybe I should size them down one. They're a little bit less ugly, size down one. They're kind of scary. We've got TVs on the wall over here, so we've got that covered. We have 3 showers, 2 toilets, 1 upstairs, 1 downstairs. No, Savage is all playing the same music, so it'll just play the same thing across the whole place. The community speakers all sync up, so you don't need to worry about that. Maybe we could put, like, another gnome somewhere. This is Gordon's gym, Gordon the gnome. So maybe I could put him, like, by the front door. Sports on the floor? Where would I put it? Maybe we could actually, that's kind of cute. What if we put, like, some of the little, like, sports equipment outside? We can kind of imply that the kids have been playing with it. Like, it's been being used by the kids that visit the lot. That's kind of a fun idea. I actually like that. That makes the outside space seem a little bit more useful. Because we don't have, like, an actual basketball we can place. I mean, it does exist in the game. That's not what I mean. We do have an actual basketball, but we don't have one, like, in the base game that we can use. And this build's only base game, so. Oh, the bathroom doors. Oh, I thought that person said floors before. Oh my gosh, that makes more sense. I was like, no, the floors are the same. But no, they were saying doors. Okay. No, you're right. The doors were different colors. Fixed it. Put a soccer ball with the sports. That's the thing, Ghostly. So the soccer ball and the basketball, soccer is from university and the basketball is from city living. So we can't add those, unfortunately. We can't do that because we don't have those packs. We're doing this with just the base game. Should I stick a backpack down so it looks like someone's actually using it? The water balloon bucket is from Seasons, Cat. Yeah, all those things are from Seasons. Oh, size on the speaker by the punching bags? Oh yeah, I didn't do that yet. Good call. Okay. Maybe I'll dig through Debug a tiny bit and see if we can find anything else we want to add. I don't know. Sorry. How about a dock right in the middle of the place? You know? Clocks to time yourself. Oh my gosh, a clock is actually a really good idea for small wall decorations. Even if we don't put them all in, like, the most useful places, like, a clock is actually a really good idea to throw into some spots. Especially when there's, like, little small, like, we could put one right here, little wall corners, basically. You know? That's useful. We could always put, like, maybe a big one above the trophies. Is that weird? The way I use a timer on my smartwatch so I can barely read clocks with arms in real life. No, this will work. This will be good. Except in The Sims, the clock arms don't move. So. What this is missing is a dock. Yeah, I think you're right. What it really needs is a dock. I think that would be a really nice finishing touch. Just throw in a dock and then call it a day. Right. Don't make fun of me, chat. It's my biggest insecurity. Look, here's the thing. Not a lot of people, I think, can't read analog clocks anymore. A lot of people struggle with that. Like, especially if you don't use them, like, very often, like, in your day-to-day, because everybody's got a clock on their phone, like, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Don't worry. The speaker upstairs needs downsizing. I did that one. It just looks like it's big still, because they're huge. But yeah, if you never learned or if you haven't used one in a long time, it's super easy to not know how to read a clock. Like, don't worry, nothing wrong with that. But they teach you in play school. Well, I mean, not everyone learned when they were young. And also, if you learn when you were 7 and then you haven't used it since, nothing wrong with that. I'm not really in the business of making fun of people, so we're not really gonna shame people for not knowing things. You know? Nothing wrong with not knowing how to read a clock. The clock's not that big of a deal. They probably know a lot of things that you don't know, you know? Everybody has their own talents. That's fine. Anyway. It's okay. Solar, thanks for the 14 months. Thank you so much. And Lady Lion and Ultralight and Amy and Bob and Sarah, thank you all for the subs too. Okay. I think this is kind of good. I think this might be done. Unless we wanted to add a clock into this room. We could stick one like over here so that you could use it. Yeah, I thought of putting a column here. This is the thing. I don't like the base game columns. Like, would it be weird if we just threw a column right there? And nowhere else on the build? You think it's cute? Maybe. Okay, we could use it. What if we put them everywhere? Am I going overboard now? I don't know. It's just, I don't like the base game ones is the problem I have. I usually do this with like the ones from... I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. You think it looks good? Yeah, I think I like it. I think I like it. Can this go all the way up? No. Oops. No columns. No columns. No, I don't know what to do about that. Honestly, I don't know what to do about that. Control 9 to raise it. Doesn't it like not... it's a column. The columns don't work that way. Like the columns they're built different, literally. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? No, so when you copy the taller columns, here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna go to the lowest height. See? You can copy the taller columns. It won't stay tall though. You see? It is tall and then it's not tall. It is and then it's not. It is and then it's not. And you can't alt place columns either. Columns don't alt. I'm holding alt right now. Columns are very annoying. You'd ignore it? Do you think it's better if it's like low down? Vines? Oh, cliche, we're playing the base game. There's no vines. You think we embrace it and have no column there? Like no column at all in the whole corner? There doesn't need to be a column on the top floor, but what if it's everywhere? If we put columns everywhere? Just on the bottom? Doesn't that bother you though? You think it's fine? Do you want columns in the front then? Why is there bowling alley sign? It's just a billboard. It's an ad. There's also one of a person getting eaten by a cow plant. You can raise it as you do with items. So, Bestie, I seriously, honest question. Like, no, you can't. People always tell me to do that, and they're like, no, you can't. You can't raise columns. Yeah, I've got move objects on. Baby dodge move objects on. Move objects has been on this whole time. You can't. No, so Mystic, the reason it's not stretching up the full 2 stories is because this platform is here. If the platform wasn't there, it would be fine. But the platform is stopping it. You have to do it when it's selected, not when moving it. What, like this? Bracket key, bracket key, bracket key. When you click on it once. It doesn't work. You've done it before? Is it like certain columns only? Do you think it will, because I've placed it. I don't think it raises. I think you're trolling. Are you? Because columns don't do that. Columns don't do that. Maybe CC columns can be enabled for that. I don't know. Christine, I was using the bracket key and then I was using the 9 key, then I used the bracket key, then I went back to the 9 key. I'm trying to do all the things you're telling me. It doesn't work. Anyway, no, we know why you can't, we know why I can't do this. It's because the half wall is here. I know why I can't drag it up. What we're talking about is that right now, there's two things going on. There's us saying you can't drag this up, we know. So the options are to leave it blank or put one that doesn't fit right. We know about that. What the heck? We know about that. We know that. I understand why this is happening. Okay? Then there's people in chat telling me to raise up columns with the 9 key. You can't raise up columns. If I remove the half wall and then put it back, it won't work. It'll just, oh, no, never mind. I'm done. Now I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I can't look at this anymore. I'm I can't. No, Mystic, we know it's the platform. Guys, we're all talking about different things. I'm so stressed out. I know why it's doing this. It's because of the platform. I know that. That is beside the point. We're talking about potential solutions. And people are telling me lies about raising up columns. I can't, I'm moving on. I'm literally gonna leave it like that. I'm leaving it like that. I don't even care. No, you can't alt place columns. You never could alt place columns. You can't alt place columns. Okay. I'm ignoring it. No one's gonna notice. I'm gonna call this actually Newcrest Gym on the gallery just because then it's more searchable. I built the base game gym for you to place in Newcrest. Maybe I'll call it like base game Newcrest Gym. Zerk, thank you for the 5,000 bits. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. All right, let me get this on the Sorry. Just in case she dies when I'm trying to load up to the gallery. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, thanks for the 5,000 bits again. Okay, base game, Newcrest. Lasagna, Maria, Mad Dog, Ryan, Gio, Rain. Thank you all for the subs too. Okay. I built a base game gym for you to place in Newcrest. All right, besties, now we can download it. The reason I got stressed is because sometimes when you try to attempt to connect, the game doesn't like it and it dies. So I had to just make sure. I had to just save first before I did anything silly. Still the first comment. Okay. I like it. I'm actually quite pleased with this. I think it's a pretty useful gym. I'm gonna see how it looks from the Managed Worlds. Yeah, that looks great for Managed Worlds. And then we'll put like a little bar right next to it. And it'll be a super useful little area. Yeah, I like how the poster looks. I think it's kind of cool. I've never used a poster like that on the front. So I quite like how the poster looks. I think that's kind of fun. All right, cool. Nice work, team. Nice work. The gallery won't know the name of the gnome. Don't worry, when I make this speed build and post it on YouTube, I'll talk about Gordon. I promise. I'll make sure everyone knows about Gordon the gnome receptionist. I will not I will not ruin anything. I will make sure everyone knows. Everyone will know. Anyway, we're getting kind of close to finishing up Newcrest. We got a couple lots to build. These are going to be houses. This is going to be the bar. And then we've got some Sims to make, but otherwise, we're getting there. Okay, so I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the stream. I guess let me just talk to you through what the plans are for tonight, because I know it might be kind of confusing, so I'm just going to explain really fast. So basically, my friend Steve and I are going to play Animal Crossing together, and Steve is disabled, and he can't really, like, use a Switch, and so, like, Switches and Nintendo are not very accessible in any way at all, so he can't really play Switch games, and so we bought a Switch, shipped it here, and I'm gonna play, but, like, we're gonna play together. Like, I'll share my screen to him so that he can play, and, like, we can play Animal Crossing together for him, with him. Like, that's kind of the idea. And so I know it's going to be kind of weird and confusing because, like, he's playing, but I'm playing, we're playing, like, together. It's a single-player game, but, like, we're both playing Animal Crossing. But that's the idea. We're going to play Animal Crossing with Steve. So I have, like, his Switch, basically, and we're going to play Animal Crossing tonight. I'm really excited about it. I love, like, early game Animal Crossing. It's so fun. And also the fact that he knows, like, nothing about Animal Crossing really excites me. Like, he's going to have, like, such fresh opinions about villagers. Because you know how we all have, like, really strong preset opinions on villagers? Like, we're too judgy. Like, I know all the villagers too well, you know, but, like, he doesn't know any of them, so he's gonna have, like, such pure reactions to them all, and I'm just really excited to see who he likes, you know. So it's gonna be fun for me. But that's the plan for tonight. We're gonna stream kind of late, because he usually streams later than I do, so we're gonna do that at 9. It's currently 6:30, so, like, in a couple hours. But anyway, that's the plan. So what do you want?
I don't want anything.
Oh, you're going to the bathroom. I just heard him come out. He, like, left his room and then stared at me for a second. And I was like, what do you want? What do you want? Anyway, I wonder what Starburst he's going to get. I'm just really excited. My mods are going to link Steve's channel in the chat, though, by the way, if you want to go drop a follow and stuff. But anyway, it'll be fun. I think I did tell him, like I said, about a couple of them. Steve's, like, whole thing, he's got, like, kind of phoenixy branding, and Phoebe is kind of like a phoenix in Animal Crossing, so we kind of talked about her and how we might like her. But otherwise, like, I showed him my scary clown, Pietro, and I showed him Camo Frog, but otherwise he doesn't really know any other villagers. But I think Phoebe would be a good one for him to get, but I mean, we can just try and hunt for her or something someday, you know? Yeah, we're both gonna stream it, Spider. We're gonna stream it here and on his channel. We'll both stream it. Yeah, Phoebe's house is literally fire. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It'll be fun, but I don't know, we'll see. We got options. Might wake up at 3 a.m. for this. Oh no, I'm sorry. The timing is so late. It'll be fun though. I'm excited about it. Anyway, Maddie and Blue and Lewis and Night So Long and Katie, thank you for the subs. Anyway, yeah, it's just like a squad stream, Ryan. Yeah, when you squad stream, I mean, I guess, whoa, jeez, oh, I didn't even hear you come up close. That terrified me. I didn't hear him coming, so all of a sudden his face was just in my face. Ooh, jump scare. Anyway, I was gonna say, I mean, I guess we could squad stream it, but also, like, now that I think about it, we're gonna be streaming the same thing, like the same game screen, so like, usually the squad stream is because you're watching both perspectives, but I guess, like, you could, because you could see his face then, you know? Well, I'll talk to him about that. I need to ask still. There's no point in not, so I might as well, but you might not want to watch both, just because they're gonna be, like, the same. You'll hear both of us. If whoever's perspective you watch, you'll hear both voices anyway. So, yeah, there'll be a VOD, Amia. We're gonna, I always will be, and I'll put it up on YouTube in, like, a week. I'm kind of behind with uploading my VODs. I have, like, a week backlog. I post one every day, but I have, like, a week backlog still. Like, I posted the Among Us VOD today, and we streamed that, like, a week ago. But anyway, it'll be fun. I'm really excited. And Steve's a good friend of mine. So if you remember, if you've watched, like, any of my Able Gamers charity streams, you probably know Steve already. Steve is the guy who, like, set the goal last year to raise $1 million for his birthday, for Able Gamers, and then we, like, smashed it, you know? So that's Steve. Steve's the $1 million Able Gamers guy. His name is Steve InSpawn on Twitch. His full name is Steven Spawn, like S-P-O-H-N is his last name, but his name on Twitch is InSpawn, like spawn, like you spawn in a video game. It's a good, clever name. I'm impressed, honestly. But anyway. Maddie and Blue and Lewis, thanks for the subs, everybody. But yeah, that's the plan. I just wanted to like give you a little brief rundown of how it's gonna work. Actually, let me check to make sure the switch is ready. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm scooting. Is she installed? Let's find out. Console battery, oh, we're ready. We're ready, besties. Jackson, tomorrow's Wednesday, so we're gonna play Animal Crossing tomorrow morning. I stream in the mornings on Wednesdays. So we're all set, all good to go with Steve's Switch. Cool. Anyway, it'll be fun. But yeah, I stream in the mornings on Wednesdays, so. And I guess maybe while I'm just sitting here chatting with you, I'm not gonna get off just yet, but I wanted to tell you all, so I mentioned this in the beginning of the stream, but in case you weren't here, I'm very excited. 2 important things have happened at my house today. Number 1, my new house. Number 1, my vent hood came, like for the stove, which was a whole big deal because someone had to be there to sign for it, but I couldn't go because I was recording and trying to pre-record for this. I'm going to South by Southwest. I'm gonna be on a panel. I'm very nervous, but anyway, I'm trying to pre-record so I can be gone this weekend. So my dad was at the house waiting so he could sign for it, and while he was there, he was sending me all these pictures. So not only do I now have a hood for my stove, but all of the wood floors are there. They're not like on the ground yet, but like all of the rooms have like big stacks of wood floors in them because they're ready for them to go in. Anyway, I'm really excited. So it's gonna be so cool. They're gonna look so nice. And they also started tiling one of the showers, and I don't know. I'm just really excited. And we're at that point where like there's been a lot of work done this whole time, but it was things that like aren't like visual, like to show YouTube video. Like I'm like, look, there's more holes in my wall. Like, oh boy. Ooh, getting worse before it gets better. But anyway, we're getting to a point where it's gonna be like better. Let me see if I can show you the wood. I have a picture saved of the wood sample. This picture has the cabinets in it too, so you can see the cabinet color. It will be fun. Anyway, look at this. Let me pull it up. So this is the cabinets. They're gonna look like this. They're a very cute little light green color. I'm very excited. And this is the wood floor. It's gonna look like this. It's just a sample, and this is nothing. That's just the wall of the place. That's nothing. Don't worry about that. But these 2 things are the stuff. But anyway, I like how the cabinet looks. I think it's pretty. I'm really excited. Maddie, Blue, and Lewis, and Night So Long, and Katie, thanks for the subs. I'm gonna do black hardware on them, Cupcake. There's gonna be like black like poles and stuff on them. I'm putting black doorknobs everywhere, so I figured I would match it. Anyway, that's the idea. No, we're not gonna get like a marble countertop. Oh my god, no. I'm not gonna buy like an expensive countertop. Isn't marble the one that stains really easily too? I haven't picked the countertop yet. We're just gonna go like to the slab place and pick something out. I haven't picked it yet. I have an idea of what I want, but I haven't picked anything. No, marble like stains, doesn't it? It's really expensive and it stains. No, that's not for me. That's not for me. Yeah, but you can get like marble looking things. I don't really want it to look like marble though. I don't know. We'll get quartz. That's the plan. We're going to get quartz, but I don't know what it's exactly gonna look like. Anyway, I don't want marble. Real marble is not the vibe. And she's like really expensive. So, I don't know. Abe, thanks for the bits, by the way. Thank you so much. Anyway, butcher blocks are dream, but it's so expensive. Yeah. Yeah, marble stains. Like, real marble, people are saying it's really porous in chat, but real marble stains really easily. So, like, you know, your kid spills their juice. What, now your counter stained red? Like, that would be a disaster. You can't have things that stain as a kitchen counter. Like, that's just not practical at all. And also, butcher block takes a lot of upkeep, doesn't it? A lot of upkeep to, like, reseal it and stuff. More like when Simsie spills her pasta sauce. Yeah, seriously, though. Seems like a design flaw. What with marble? Well, I mean, marble's not exactly, like, you know, designed. It sort of just is. But yeah. Yeah, sort of a design flaw. You have to reseal marble too? Really? No, I don't know anything about marble. I don't know anything about marble. Everyone had, marble is very popular though. I mean, the thing is, Hearts, I feel like most people, like, people that have marble countertops, I feel like most of them probably have, like, marble-looking countertops, like a quartz that looks like marble or something. I think most people don't actually have marble, and when you do, it's probably, like, really expensive houses. You know? Anyway. The rich YouTubers who don't cook food. Yeah, you know, like people that make house tours and they're like, here's my kitchen, teehee, I don't use it because I Postmate everything. But then they have like a $20,000 oven behind them. Yeah. That's my plan, Madison. I'm really excited. I would very much like to do more baking streams from the new kitchen. There's gonna be a lot more like space to do that. Like right now when I do baking streams, I literally have this much counter space and then it's like the sink. And so I stand, the camera is usually me stood like in between the counter space and the sink. And I'm like, you know there's like this much counter in front of the sink? I like use a lot of that. I use that a lot for my baking streams. It's not good. It's not good. Anyway, so it's not like the best setup for doing baking streams because there's not a lot of space to like have camera set up and everything too. But we're gonna have an island in the new kitchen, so there'll be a lot more space for it. Anyway, I'm excited. It'll be nice. So I'm really happy. Steph, thanks for the 10 months, by the way. But yeah, I am so excited to have a kitchen island, and there's gonna be so much counter. There's gonna be a sink in the middle of it, but still, like, you know. Anyway. Does it have a garden? It has a backyard. Yeah, do you want to see? I posted some pictures on Instagram. So I did not know this. At least I didn't realize when I bought the house because they weren't in season, like they weren't blooming at the time. But in the backyard, there's this beautiful tree. I mean, well, her flowers all fall off the tree, so, you know, that's a new problem. But, oh, wrong thing. Hang on. I went different photos instead of... Anyway, there's this beautiful tree with these pretty yellow flowers. Anyway, it looks like a normal tree, so I thought. But then she started blooming. So excited. Again, you know, there's a lot of flowers on my floor right now. I need to pick those up, but they're really pretty, and I'm really excited about it. So, anyway. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. This has been fun. I like talking about this kind of thing. Get a rake, Dan. Yeah, and then this pergola right here, it has a hammock in it. The previous owners like left it and the hammock there. I wish I had a better picture, but it has a hammock. They left it. I know. Isn't that so fun? But it looks like the base game pergola and it's got a hammock in it, so I'm really excited. But yeah, I've got a hammock and I didn't even need to buy it. I mean, I guess I did buy it. I bought the house, but I didn't specifically buy the hammock. It came with it, so that's pretty fun. Anyway, I'm looking forward to moving in. I'm really excited about the tree. Seriously, the tree has like made my life. I bought, let me see if I can show you a picture. But I bought, before I knew the tree had yellow flowers, I bought a yellow umbrella, like table to put on the patio. Totally did not know the tree had yellow flowers. Let me see if I can find a better picture. This is great. Okay, this will work. Maybe I can just show you. Anyway, but look at this. I bought that table. You can see the hammock too. The umbrella matches my tree! Oh my god, I'm so excited. I didn't even know because the flowers weren't blooming at the time. But it's like perfect. Isn't that so cute? Anyway, I was so excited. I was so excited about that. Anyway, the tree is like the best part. For sure, hands down. So, you missed it, I'll show you again. Look. It matches. But anyway, the tree's the best part, for sure. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. I was taking some photos at the house because I was trying to take some headshot photos. Because I needed to send one to YouTube, believe it or not. And then I was like, oh, I probably should take some because, you know, for example, things like this panel that I'm doing at South by Southwest, like they want like headshots of you to put up and like use like for the website and stuff like that. So anyway, I was thinking I probably should take some. So we went to the house because there's like a plain white wall. A bunch of them actually, because there's no furniture. And also a plain pink wall. So I took some pictures in front of them to put up. And it worked out pretty nice. So, you don't want the Italy bird poop photo? Yeah, you know, the photo that I used as my profile picture maybe isn't the best one for that. Like, maybe that's not the most reasonable thing to be sending into them. So, but look. See? That's me. That's the CEO of Tiltify, Mr. Tiltify. He goes by. That's not what he goes by. And then there's the CEO of St. Jude. And there's Matt Pat. If I took that picture in front of my pink wall. See, isn't that nice? Thank you, pink wall. No, not Southwest Airlines. South by Southwest is a big convention in Austin, though. So, anyway. Thank you for the compliments on my picture. I feel like it works for this. Oh, South by Southwest tickets are really expensive. Oh yeah, so it's like an industry sort of convention, and no, literally the badges are like $1,500. I did not have to buy one because I'm a speaker, so they just gave me like the badge. But no, yeah, South by Southwest is really expensive. Like to attend, very expensive. They have a lot of really interesting panels, but it is really expensive. So. Yeah, but anyway, it's more of like an industry thing. The people that are going to be at the panel are going to be like, probably like other charities that want to hear about like St. Jude's presence online and like how they fundraise online. Like it's going to be stuff like that are going to be listening and attending. Don't feel like you have to go. Don't feel like you have to go. It's going to be more like that kind of thing. More for like industry people. So anyway, it's kind of cool. I'm really excited though. So anyway, sorry. Still feeling a little bit nervous, but yeah, anyway, Lizzie, I know I'm kind of excited too. I'm a bit nervous because it was a really quick turnaround, but how many days is it? Oh, the convention itself lasts like 12 days or something. I'm only going to be there on Monday. Like I'm going and then coming back. I'm not like staying for the whole thing or anything like that. But I'm just going to be there on Monday. Hey, Wormy, come here. You want to say hi? Jump up. Hey. Nerdy Side, Chloe, Tanya, Meadow, Katie, thank you for the subs. This is my cat. Do you want to come? You could speak at the panel. You have a lot to say. I'm sorry, I'm just picturing like... Excuse me, do you think I can bring my cat to South by Southwest? Thanks. Can I get a badge for her? Thanks. Can I get a guest badge for her? This is my +1 right here. Hey, Snap, you want to tell us about how much you've raised for charity and how you did it? Do you want to talk about leveraging social influence for good? Snap is 13, Bear. She's 13. She turns 14 in June. Isn't that right? Yes. Okay. Nerdy Side, Chloe, Tanya, Meadow, thanks for the subs. Yeah, she's raised a lot of money for charity, for sure. She's extremely talented. Okay, anyway, thank you, Wormy. No, they can't afford Snap's appearance fees. Yeah, she's really expensive. She costs $5,000 per minute. Just as she's sitting here on my stream, I'm thinking like, oh shoot, I have to pay her like $30,000 already. She's really expensive though to appear in your content. So anyway, I pay her rent. This is actually her house. I pay rent to her. She graciously allows me to live in this place. It's very nice of her. So. Oh, Lizzie, that is great advice. Thank you. I will be there for 2 evenings. So, tofu recommendations, much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, the house that I bought, actually, she bought it. It's her name on the mortgage, so. Anyway, Sarah Killen, thanks for the subs. No, I'm excited about it though. So okay, I guess before I get off stream here, final thoughts. Let me show you the build one more time, and then keeping in mind I'm streaming again in 2 hours. I'm gonna get off and eat dinner and then come back. So I'm gonna stream again in 2 hours, and then also tomorrow I stream in the morning, so I'll be here tomorrow morning. But this is the build. We built this base game gym. So if you're looking for a gym to download, this one is base game only, and it's good to place in Newcrest. So feel free to grab it. Thank you, Snap. You're so nice. Anyway, Kellen, Nerdy Side, Sarah, thank you all for the subs. Let me go find out who is live. Okay, I think maybe someone who's playing Sims. Thank you, Snappy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's the sad stream about? By the way, sad means Simsy After Dark. That's what people are talking about. We're gonna play Animal Crossing with my friend Steve. Candidly, Kayla's stream title says Cursed Legacy, a wedding and a funeral. Now, that intrigues me. That intrigues me. So I might go over and say hi, shall we? Again, I'll be back in like exactly 2 hours. I'll be back in exactly 2 hours if you want to if you want to drop in and say hi. Thank you. Thank you for headbutting me. Thank you. Anyway, feel free to come back and drop in so that we can hang out. And then we'll play Animal Crossing with Steve. It'll be fun. Snap says dinner now. I know, she's like, I'm hungry. Don't worry, I'm hungry too. We'll all go together and eat dinner. It'll be great. It'll be great, okay? Okay? You're really the center of attention, aren't you? Anyway, have a great night. Say hi to Kayla for me. Happy International Women's Day, by the way. And I guess with that being said, I'll catch you all in a couple hours, all right? Okay, I love you. I miss you. Have a wonderful evening. Sorry if it's late for you where you are and you aren't going to be around in 2 hours. But don't stay up. Go to bed. Go to bed. Honestly, 9 p.m. is past my bedtime. So if you're in a different time zone, too late. Anyway, see you all later. Okay, bye, everybody. Snap. Oh, my gosh. You ended the stream. I can't even see how to help. Yeah.